Hey Pete, I'm live in both. Alright, well, I'm going live in both, so I'll get this started. Hopefully everyone's doing good. Vinny, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Long time no see, man. I hope you're okay right now during all this. Hey Tara, how's everybody doing? We're gonna let this roll in. Today we got an awesome... Today is strictly back to normal. Sometimes the best way to kind of get over things is to just ignore it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to pretend nothing else is going on, and we're talking strictly fat loss today. We're talking strictly tactics that we're going to use to get you, because I have two cameras on, to get you guys in the best shape ever coming out of this. So it's going to be an awesome one today. Super excited. I'm just letting people roll in here. Hopefully everyone's doing well today. It was a nice day out. It ended up not raining, so that's always a plus. Let's just let some more people roll in here, and then we'll get started. So, anybody curious what the 5 mistakes are? Anyone curious? Anyone? Hey Anna, you're in the right one now. All right, so let's get rolling. So these 5 mistakes, they're so common, and these are the ones that hold everyone back from actually getting into shape. These 5 are what I really see is such a common thing. So when we go over them, you'll be surprised at what they are too, but they're pretty common. Everybody has this, but these are the 5 ones that are holding everybody back. So Tara said, I ate like shit today and have no energy to work out. Please motivate me. All right. I'll do my best, Tara. That's what I do. Listen, right now is a really easy time to eat like shit. It's very easy. The kids are home stressing you out. Work, you're trying to figure out work online. It's not easy. It's not easy, but we're going to help you get through it. I'm just curious, Tara, what'd you end up eating today? I mean, this is just live on Facebook, so thousands of people are going to end up hearing what you ate today, but it's fine. If you want to tell us what you ate, let us know, and then we'll kind of work backwards from there. I guess one of the tips today can help you out too. So, all right. So like I said, these 5 things are the mistakes that I see everyone make. And if we can get rid of these 5, you're going to be way better off. So let's get rolling. So 1, the first mistake, people focus too much on their sugar intake. I can't even begin to tell you how many people tell me, oh, that has too much sugar in it. I can't have a Chobani yogurt. It has too much sugar in it. So people look at sugar before they look at anything else. So what I want you to focus on, instead of focusing on sugar, I want you to focus on calories. That's right. Because calories determine everything. If you're watching your calorie intake, you're watching how much sugar you're consuming. So don't look at the back of a label of something and say, oh, look, it has 2 grams of sugar, 3 grams of sugar, whatever it is. I can't have this. Look at your total calories. So this happened the other day. I sat down with someone, when we were open, I sat down with someone and they were like, well, I have oatmeal and it's the maple syrup, whatever flavor, maple cinnamon flavor, and it has 10 grams of sugar, whatever it has, but that's too much. I can't eat that. But you have to look at the total calories, because that's going to be the thing that's really going to determine if you're going to lose body fat or if you're going to gain body fat. So you got to look at the total calories. So don't focus on the sugar intake, focus on the total calories. Because if you're watching the total calories, it's going to keep your sugar grams in check. So don't be one of those people that looks and says, oh, I can't have an apple because it has 15 grams of sugar. Look at the total calories. That's the thing that matters the most. So Tara said today she had grilled cheese and turkey burger with sweet potato fries and drinking wine right now. So you're watching this and drinking wine? You're like my mom. My mom's probably eating chips right now. Really scary at work. Please, everyone, stay home. I know. We're not talking about that. We're focusing just right now. Tactics. Tonight is a tactics seminar. Just tactics that we got to do. So the first one, stop focusing on the sugar intake of things. Instead of, when you turn that label around, don't go to look at the sugar first. Look at total calories, because that's the most important thing. Okay? My mom says, no, I'm not. LOL. Shocking. All right? So you got to look at the total calories. That's the first mistake that people make. They just look at the sugar. Look at the big picture. All right. Number 2, and if you're a client of mine, you can kind of ignore this because you already know this. So number 2, focusing too much on cardio and not enough on lifting. Okay, well, I beat this dead horse, I feel like 1,000 times already, but cardio is not going to be the thing that's going to take you to the next level. I promise. Cardio is very similar to taking an antibiotic. You get sick, you take an antibiotic. That's a reactive approach. But in order to not get sick, you have to take proactive measures like eating your vegetables, eating better, exercising. That's a proactive response. And weight training is very similar. Weight training is a proactive response. So if you want to lose body fat, you need to focus on weight training because that's going to build more muscle, which will help you burn more body fat in the long run. Now, when you do cardio and you burn 500 calories, let's just say, that's great. You burn 500 calories. But that's not going to be the thing that's going to take you to the next level. Okay? It's just a reactive response. You just burned 500 calories. That's it. But whereas if you build more muscle, you're going to burn more calories at rest. Hey, Angela, how you doing? Hopefully you guys are doing well. Hey, Donna. Yeah, I spoke to your son earlier, Donna. I didn't make fun of him yet about hitting his head and cutting his head, but I will. Don't tell him though. All right, so that's the second mistake. Too many people focus way too much on doing cardio. And sometimes I just feel like that people want to sweat. They want to feel like, oh, I got a good workout because I sweat. That doesn't necessarily... Sweating and weight loss don't go hand in hand. Because you could sit in a sauna, but you're not actually losing weight, you're just sweating. That's water weight that you're losing. So you need to focus on the big picture, which is going to be building your metabolism up, building your base of calories that your body's going to burn from. And you do that by building muscle, by lifting weights and being progressive with your weight training. So that's why you need to focus on doing weight training. Again, almost every person I sit with at first says, I'm doing so much cardio right now and I'm still not losing weight. Yes, because like I told you, that's a reactive response. You're just burning calories. That's not gonna fix the big problem. Okay, the big problem is your metabolism is slower, you're not eating good, so we gotta fix the main picture there. So that's the second mistake. Okay? Third mistake, focusing on restricting yourself instead of focusing on willpower. Right now, we are in a time right now where your willpower is being tested hardcore right now because we're home, we're all stressed, we're all, believe me, it's easy to just turn around and eat something right now. So right now, our willpower is being tested. We're getting schooled right now in Willpower 101. But most people focus on restraining themselves. Oh, I'm not going to eat this. I'm just going to avoid all these types of food. I'm just going to avoid carbs. And then they end up overeating anyway. So we need to focus on not eliminating one food group or eliminating something or restricting themselves and saying, oh, I'm not going to have this piece of pizza or whatever. We need to focus on having willpower to say, okay, if I want this piece of pizza, I'm going to have it as long as it fits in and it's only one slice and not blindly eating the whole pie. Okay? Because that's where a lot of people screw up too, because they're focusing on restricting themselves and saying, hey, look, I'm not going to have wine, for 2 days. I'm not having any wine. And then the next day they have a whole bottle and it kind of makes up for that. So instead of focusing on restricting yourself, focus on having willpower to push yourself, to limit yourself to what you're supposed to be eating. So don't focus on restricting, focus on having the willpower. Okay? And right now, like I said, is the perfect time to focus on that because there's nothing else going on. So right now, like I said, Willpower 101, we gotta stress that right now. We gotta stress it, we gotta work that muscle. And willpower is just like, it's like a bank. The more and more you put in it, the more and more you're gonna get out of it. The more and more you train to have willpower, the more and more you're gonna find your why for all of this. So we need to focus on that. So hopefully that helps you, Tara. You gotta focus on that willpower and having that willpower and saying that why. Is this grilled cheese that I'm going to eat right now, is this going to push me toward where I got to go, or is it going to pull me away? Because everything we do, we always are at that fork in the road. This is what I tell people all the time. The weight training part of all this, it's a lot easier. You go to the gym, you exercise, you leave, it's done. And I'm not saying that the workouts are easy, but I'm just saying you go there, you do it, you leave. But the nutrition is all day. All day you are constantly there making a choice on what to eat. And that's why our willpower has to be strong. So Pete said something, now should be the best. I can't see Pete because you're on now should be the best time to meal prep and time your meals. Yes, Pete. Good job. Pete's in the above camera. Pete, go in the below camera, the group one, please, because I can't see it. I have to scroll it up. Oh, yes, that grilled cheese will help me. I don't like grilled cheese. I never did. I don't know. It just doesn't have any substance to me. That and tomato soup. I don't get why those two go together. No. It's just, soup to me is like a waste of calories. It's like water and I don't know. It's not a meal. I don't know how people have soup as a meal. It doesn't work for me. Never did. I'm a meat and potatoes kind of guy. Like I want my food. I don't know. Soup is just like water. It's like the appetizer. All right. So don't focus on restricting yourself. Focus on having willpower. Thanks, Pete. All right. Number 4. And this is a common one that I get all the time. People focus too much on trying to find the motivation for it. Instead, look for momentum. I eat grilled cheese. I will eat grilled cheese on my deathbed. Really? Is it like a special kind of cheese that you put in it, or it's just regular grilled cheese? I don't know. So again, going back to what I said, everybody always tells me, Anthony, I'm just really looking for motivation to work out. Okay, I can't give you motivation. Pete can't give you motivation. Laura can't give you motivation. Your mom can't give you motivation. No, your wife can't give you motivation. No one can give you motivation to do this. That motivation's got to come from in here. And for the up screen, you can't see me, but I'm tapping on my heart. Your heart's here? Yeah, it's here. So you got to focus on what's in here, okay? That's where the motivation's going to come from. That motivation of when you pull out your, the clothes that you want to fit in. And that's the motivation. That's what you got to keep out. You can't look for that. No one can give you that. You got to go and do it. There's a reason why I am standing here before you, because I have the motivation every day to push myself harder and harder. It's the same thing when I competed in powerlifting. I wanted to be one of the best powerlifters, and I set myself out there and I set my goals, and I had that motivation to keep doing that. But that came from within. That didn't come from Pete telling me, "Oh, you should try to lift heavier." That came from me. That doesn't come from anybody else. So instead of looking for that motivation from anybody, and looking to an actor or a singer or something like that, focus on momentum. Momentum is going to get you there. Momentum is going to be the thing that's going to build you there, because the more consistent you are with any program you follow, the faster you're going to get results. Because consistency over time is what's going to be the thing that's going to do it. So focus on building momentum. So for example, if you have a hard time drinking the amount of water that you're supposed to get in, right? Whatever that is, okay? If you build momentum and say, okay, my goal is to have 8 glasses of water a day, and you start building momentum and you have 5 glasses, and then you have 6 glasses, and you start building that up, that momentum is going to give you motivation, okay? Because now you see the progress. Or for example, if you're trying to lose some body fat, you say, okay, I want to lose a pound a week, whatever it is. And then you aim to lose that pound a week, and you just keep going and going and going and looking for that consistency. Okay, in order for me to lose a pound a week, I need to work out 3 times a week and blah, blah, blah. And eat 3 vegetables every day, whatever it is. But you have to build that momentum every day. It has to be a habit. It's like brushing your teeth. All of you hopefully listening to this right now, brush your teeth every day. I sincerely hope I don't have to sit here and have a conversation on why that's important. But you brush your teeth every day. Doesn't matter how stressed you are. You gotta make fitness the same thing. You gotta make sure that you're eating good every day. You gotta make sure that you're exercising with free weights, because those are the things that's gonna give you the body that you want, okay? And this is the things that's what those mistakes are, is what's keeping you overweight right now. So if we wanna get rid of that overweightness and focus on getting healthier, we have to focus on the opposite. So we have to focus on building momentum. So don't look for anybody, any exercise device, any person to give you motivation. Look within here and just keep building momentum. Whatever that is, and you could start slow. That's the other thing that we tell people too. Don't try to jump into this all tomorrow and be 1,000%, because it's never going to happen. Focus on one thing. If you're having trouble hitting your protein intake, just focus on building momentum with that, and everything else will fall into place. So make sure you do that. And my 5th mistake that everybody makes, focusing on the end goal instead of focusing on the small wins. That's a huge one, okay? I want to own 5 personal training studios. That's my medium-sized goal that I want. If I keep focusing on those big 5, I'm going to cry because I'm not going to get there today. It takes time. You have to focus on the little wins. Okay, I have one location that's doing very well right now. I open up a second location. Boom, that's a win. So that's what you have to do. You have to focus on the little wins. If your goal is to lose 10 pounds and you lost 2, excellent. Focus on that little win and then just keep building on that. Again, going back to the second one was focusing on building momentum instead of motivation. Find that momentum to keep moving forward. And that's going to come from looking at the little wins instead of the big picture. Okay, there's so many other ways, so many other examples I can give in that sense, but you kind of get the idea is that if you focus on the little wins, okay, I lost only a pound this week and 0.5% body fat. That's great because you could have did the opposite. You could have gained weight. So you're ahead of the game by doing that. So focus on those little wins every week. Okay, you lost a couple more inches this week. Excellent. The clothes that you used to wear, they fit you bigger now. Excellent. That's a win. Focus on those wins. Believe me, I know it's hard to focus on those little things, but they make getting to the bigger picture a lot easier. Because if you keep focusing on that end goal, like, okay, I want to be 120 pounds, whatever it is, I want to be 120 pounds, it's going to feel like you're never going to get there. You got to focus on those. Again, and this is a perfect time right now to do that. Focus on what's in front of you. Right now, we don't know when this epidemic is going to end. We have no idea when this is going to end. What we do know is what we are seeing right now, today. And that's what you got to do. You got to focus on today. Did I follow my meal plan? Did I exercise today? Did I eat all my vegetables? Did I drink my water? Again, building that momentum. People do the opposite of these 5 things that I'm giving you. Most people focus on their sugar intake. They focus on doing way too much cardio. They focus on restricting themselves with certain things. They focus on looking for motivation, and they focus on the end goal. This is what's keeping you overweight. These things. How many of you guys listening to this can relate to that? I'm sure a lot of you. I can too. But winners focus on these 5 things. They focus on total calories. They focus on lifting weights. They focus on building willpower. They focus on building momentum. And they focus on the little wins. I promise, if you take advantage of those 5 things, you're going to be 10 times more ahead of everyone else coming out of this. And I've been saying that every day, but trust me, I know what's going to happen. If you listen to what I've been telling you every night, it will work for you. All right? So I'm going to say goodbye to Facebook, which is above me, and I'm going to talk to my AB Fitness family here. So if you're a member listening on Facebook up here, go in the group, and I'm going to talk to you guys privately, okay? So Facebook, bye-bye. You guys stay here. And now that we got rid of them, I'm talking to you guys. Oh, wait, hold on. Gotta post that 1 second. Post. Okay. So you got my other iPad here. All right. Guys, I love you all so much. So much. A lot of you made those 5 mistakes that I talked about earlier. A lot of you. But I'm proud to say that a lot of you are not making those mistakes anymore. You guys have come a long way. A long way. All of you. I noticed you guys starting to focus on the little wins. And I'm so proud of it because those little wins, and that's what we try to do in the gym all the time. We try to focus on those little wins all the time because those little wins are the ones that are going to keep you going. That's why we have the highlight board. That's why we're constantly trying to keep you guys motivated because those little wins are going to add up. And let me tell you something. This journey does not get easier. The first month, first couple weeks, you'll see bigger jumps. But as you start, getting more into it, it's going to get a lot harder. And those little wins become that much more important. So for example, like Pete, he's not going to get any, if his goal is to get bigger, he's not going to get any bigger right now. He's at his natural limit. He's not going to get any bigger. So if he focuses on, I want to be, X amount of weight, and he's only 140 pounds, he's never going to get there. So you got to look at the little wins because those little wins every day are really going to make a difference. But I'm so proud of you guys because I've seen that change. And that's why I talked about it on Facebook before because so many people focus on those crazy things. And I hear that one. The first one I hear all the time. And I hear it from some of you guys. I should call some of you out because I hear it from you guys. Amit, focusing on the sugar intake. The sugar intake. This oatmeal has, 10 grams of sugar. Okay, but if you're tracking your total calories, your sugar intake is fine. Don't worry. Focus on those calories, okay? Obviously, you guys know about cardio. I don't even have to tell you guys because you're all a lot smarter than that. Focusing on building willpower. I believe that everything happens to us for a reason. And I think that right now what's going on is a perfect lesson, because you always got to look for the lesson in everything. I always try to look for the lesson in everything. Whenever something happens in my life, I look for the lesson. And I think right now the lesson is focusing on willpower. Because right now it can go out the window and you could gain back all your weight plus. That's why I'm very nervous here, because if I don't keep you guys on track, what's the likelihood of anyone saying, forget that place? It's going to happen because you're just eating everything. It's inevitable. It happens. It's normal. It's normal. Then you get ashamed. It's a cycle. And you get ashamed and you're like, Anthony's going to be disappointed when I come back, or Laura's going to be disappointed. We're not going to be disappointed. We're here for you. This is what happens. It's normal. But right now we're getting a clinic in willpower, a clinic. So pay attention to these things and think about it. Think about it. Like, Tara, you had a bad day today. Okay. Tomorrow you're not going to have a bad day. You're not. It's not happening. And if you want your wine, you fit it in. That's it. Going back to, what was this, number 3. People focus on restricting themselves instead of focusing on willpower. Have the willpower, Tara, to have 2 glasses and fit that in. That's what makes you a winner. That's what makes you successful. Focusing on the little wins. And that's a win. If you manage to fit in 2 glasses of wine every day into your diet, that's a win. Mike fits beer into his diet every day, right, Tara? He fits it in, I think. He says he does. But you get the idea, right? And I'm proud of you guys because you guys have conquered a lot of these things. But there's still more to learn. There's always more to learn. So I'm going to leave you guys with the 5 that you should be doing, which most of you are. Focus on your total calories. We all know that. And if you're following your meal plan that we gave you, you are. Focus on lifting. None of you are doing cardio, and if you are, stop. Just stop. Trust me, you will thank me later. 3, focus on building willpower. Okay? 4, focus on building momentum. Tara, focus on having the 2 glasses of wine every day and fitting it in, and build willpower and momentum that way. Okay? This is a clinic right now, and you're in it. You're in school. And number 5, focus on the small wins. Those 3 kind of go together. All right? Paul, I think with you, and with everything going on right now, it's hard with the kids around. Very hard. You're getting a clinic on how to fit this in. This is all applying to everybody's life. Everybody. And I think right now, it's what I'm learning is to slow down. Because I want to do everything yesterday. And I make fun of Laura and I call Laura the wind. But I'm the wind too. I want to open up my second location and run with that, and everything was going good, and it's like, stop, can't do anything. And I think I'm learning I have to slow down and embrace what's in front of me sometimes. Because I think sometimes I'm chasing the big goal. And I think that we all do that, and you need to slow down and focus on what's in front of you. I have to do cardio by running for the military. That's different. That's very different, Jerry. So if you have to do cardio for work purposes or anything like that, that's different. But it's the problem when people do cardio to try to lose weight. Oh, I need to do 30 minutes of cardio because I want to lose fat. And they focus on doing the 30 minutes of cardio instead of focusing on the big picture, which is the nutrition. So in that case, you have no choice. This is what it is. You have no choice. But I wouldn't look at it as you're doing it for, it's not going to hurt anything because it's going to be consistent for you. But don't do any more than that. Don't do any extra. Don't go hand in hand and say, okay, I ate bad today, so I'm going to do more cardio. So it doesn't work like that. Do the bare minimum what you have to do to get by for work or whatever, and that's it. Okay? Hope that makes sense. But in some cases, it's going to be different, right? Some people, it's going to be a little bit different. But for the majority of it, trying to do cardio to lose fat is not going to work out right. Trust me, it's a vicious cycle. Your body needs more. Whole nother story. We won't get into it. Maybe I will do one on that eventually. But no. So again, I'm super proud of you guys. Super, super proud of you guys for keeping up with everything during this time. It's so hard to see you all virtually and not in person. It's very hard. But I love you all. Keep up the good work, guys. And keep going. Build that momentum. I'll see you guys tomorrow.